In the quiet hum of a child's bedroom, a small boy named Leo was lost in a world of pixels and light. On his tablet, a tiny, glowing creature named Lumi leaped across vibrant platforms, collecting shimmering stars. Leo's fingers danced across the screen, guiding his little friend through the digital maze. "You were amazing today, Lumi," Leo whispered, his voice soft with sleepiness. With a final tap, he powered down the tablet. "Good night." The screen went black, and the room fell silent, bathed only in the gentle glow of a nightlight. But as Leo drifted off to sleep, a different world was just beginning to stir. Inside the dark, glassy expanse of the tablet, Lumi blinked his bright, luminescent eyes. The familiar game world around him was still, the vibrant colors now muted shades in the digital twilight. He was alone, or so he thought. A moment later, a thin, wobbly line appeared from the edge of the screen, sketching itself into a stick figure. This was Sketch, from Leo's drawing app, a creature of pure, simple lines. Soon after, a hulking, furry beast with 3 eyes and a goofy grin lumbered out from behind a dormant app icon. This was Grumble, the friendly monster from a puzzle game Leo loved. One by one, the silent residents of the tablet's digital city emerged from their coded homes. The screen, now asleep to the outside world, was their playground, and the night was just beginning. "Ready for another run, Lumi?" Grumble's voice was a low, rumbling sound, like shifting data blocks. Sketch zipped around Lumi in an excited squiggle, his form changing from a star to a question mark. Lumi posed with a bright, happy light, his form of a resounding yes. The digital night was their time. The towering icons of the home screen became their skyscrapers, the intricate circuits beneath the surface their secret subways. Tonight, they decided to explore the uncharted territories of the system files, a place rumored to be a labyrinth of forgotten data and ancient code. They journeyed across the grid of the home screen, leaping from the glossy photos icon to the vibrant music app. Sketch, being light and nimble, scouted ahead, his simple form easily slipping through the narrow gaps between the application blocks. Grumble, with his immense strength, cleared paths, pushing aside outdated widgets and forgotten files that cluttered their way. Lumi, their beacon, lit up the dark corners of the digital landscape, his gentle glow revealing hidden pathways and shortcuts. Their destination was the dark, imposing icon of the system folder, a place where few digital denizens dared to venture. It was said to be a place of immense power, but also of great danger. As they approached the monolithic system icon, the digital air grew heavy and distorted. The clean, crisp lines of their world began to glitch and pixelate. A low, corrupting hum vibrated through the very code of their existence. From the shadows of the system folder, a monstrous form began to materialize. It was a chaotic mess of jagged code, corrupted files, and fragmented data, a virus. Its body was a swirling vortex of red and black pixels, its eyes glowing with malicious intent. It was a digital plague, seeking to consume and corrupt everything it touched. Grumble let out a protective roar and stood before his friends. But the virus simply laughed, a sound like static and dial-up tones, and lashed out with a tendril of corrupted data. The tendril struck Grumble, and his furry form flickered violently, pixels of his arm turning a sickly red. He roared in pain, stumbling back. Sketch tried to help, drawing a quick, sharp line to sever the tendril, but the virus was too fast. It swatted Sketch aside, sending him skidding across the digital floor, his form glitching erratically. The virus was too powerful, its corrupting influence spreading like a disease. It loomed over them, its chaotic form growing larger as it absorbed the energy from the surrounding data streams. Despair began to creep into their coded hearts. The digital world they loved was on the brink of being consumed. Seeing his friends hurt and their world in peril, Lumi felt a surge of energy he'd never known before. He wasn't just a game character, he was a beacon of light, a symbol of the fun and creativity Leo poured into the tablet every day. That was his power. Focusing all his will, Lumi began to glow brighter than ever before. It started as a gentle pulse, then grew into a blinding, pure white light that pushed back the encroaching darkness. The virus recoiled, screeching in digital agony as the pure light burned its corrupted code. Lumi poured every ounce of his energy into the beam, a concentrated ray of pure, uncorrupted data. The light struck the virus at its core. For a moment, the two forces, one of creation and one of destruction, battled for control. The screen flickered wildly, a kaleidoscope of glitching colors and pure white light. Then, with a final, deafening shriek of static, the virus imploded. It shattered into millions of tiny, harmless bits of data that rained down like digital dust before simply fading away. The corrupting red glow vanished, and the sickly hum was replaced by the familiar, peaceful silence of the digital night. The glitching on Grumble and Sketch faded, their forms returning to normal. They looked at Lumi, who was now dim, panting with digital exhaustion, but glowing with triumph. A cheer erupted in the digital city. Grumble scooped up the tired Lumi in a gentle, furry hug, while Sketch danced around them, drawing celebratory fireworks in the air. Other characters, who had hidden during the fight, emerged to celebrate. The stick figures, the puzzle monsters, the racing cars, and the storybook fairies, all of them cheered for their hero, Lumi. They had faced the darkness together and won. They celebrated their victory, their shared adventure making their bond stronger than ever before. They played among the app icons, their laughter echoing in the quiet code, savoring the peace they had restored. As their celebration wound down, a soft, warm light began to filter into their world from beyond the screen. It was a gentle, rosy hue, the color of dawn in the real world. A faint, distant sound reached their ears, the sound of stirring sheets and a soft yawn. Leo was waking up. A silent, urgent message passed between them. "It's time," Grumble rumbled softly. With practiced speed, the characters scrambled. The racing cars sped back to their game. The fairies flew back to their storybook app, and the puzzle pieces slotted themselves back into place. Grumble and Sketch gave Lumi a final, grateful nod before disappearing back into their own icons. Lumi raced back to his starting position in his game world, the vibrant platforms reappearing around him. He froze, becoming a still image on a paused screen, just as a colossal shadow fell over the tablet. A moment later, the screen flooded with light. Leo's smiling face appeared, his eyes bright with morning freshness. "Good morning, Lumi," he said cheerfully. "Ready for a new adventure?" Lumi, the little glowing character on the screen, remained perfectly still, a silent guardian of a secret world. Leo, completely unaware of the epic battle and heroic deeds of the night, tapped the screen, and their game began anew. And Lumi, full of the secret joy of his own adventure, leaped forward, ready for another day with his best friend.